make sure you have that mentor. You don't have to have the education, but you could get that right mentor that could guide you in all the mistakes that she or he made that you won't make because they told you, you know?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Behind the Small Business Podcast. As always, you are stuck with me here yet again. My name is Kevin Dandino. I am glad to be with you here today. This show is brought to you by Centennial State Insurance Agency. So if you're looking for any kind of insurance quote, whether personal or commercial, please reach out to us. We would be more than happy to help you get taken care of today. On today's episode, we got an awesome guest, Brittany Reynolds, owner of Andre Heavenly Homecare Agency, actually out there in Chicago. So only a couple guests so far have been outside of Colorado. Brittany, you are in rare company so far. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? I'm excited to be here.
Good. Yeah, definitely. Well, we had a little bit of a snafu beforehand on the show. I had it scheduled for 4. You also had it scheduled for 4. But there was a little bit of a, what's going on? And, I thought, I did not know we were in different time zones.
Me
did not
either.
think about
that. I'm just sitting here like, doo-doo-doo. Here you go.
Yeah, that's perfect.
It's good. I'm glad it worked out. That was funny. That was the laugh of the day.
Exactly. We always need something to get us through the day. So,
yes.
Well, let's jump into it. Brittany, introduce yourself. Tell us your story. You know, what got you into wanting to be a small business owner, and what got you into opening Andre Heavenly Home Care Agency?
Okay. Hi, guys. My name is Brittany Reynolds. I am the owner and founder of CEO and founder of Andre Heavenly Home Care Agency. We've been open for about 4 years. I am a caretaker at heart. I've been a CNA for over 10 years. And working in a pandemic, kind of like, I couldn't care like I wanted to care because it was just it became different in a hospital setting. So I wanted to switch it up, but still care for people in the best capacity I know. And I knew caregiving is more one-on-one. We could get to know the client. We could get to know the family. We could personalize their care. You know, it became more like, oh my God, I could do what I'm called to do, you know, and actually own it. So I researched it. And I went for it. I went full force. Haven't stopped since. Full force.
I love it. Well, and that's kind of what you have to do. And I'll kind of get into that question here in a little bit. But one fun question I always like to ask, because it is such a huge part of the identity of the business, is the name behind the business. And so where did you come up with Andre's Heavenly Home Care Agency? What's the story and meaning behind that?
It's a sad story, but I promise y'all, like, I love telling the story because it honestly keeps my brother alive in my heart. So Andre is my little brother. He was murdered in 2011. He was the backbone of the family. He made everybody laugh. He was our caretaker. Like, my first apartment, he helped me move in. I had kids at a really, really young age. I don't even want to tell y'all. I don't want to tell y'all. And I tell you, that boy helped me as if he was my child's father. Like, I didn't have to ask for nothing. If I was getting ready, where you going? I'm going to go to a job interview. I need somebody to watch the kids. I got him, sis. Go ahead. Go, you know. So he kind of molded us to have a heart. You know, so, and heavenly is because he is, gone. So I wanted to honor his name in the same sentence. I wanted to, just honor his name. I really do. Because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have had this huge open heart. You know, I wouldn't have the passion to care for people because he really taught me how to care.
Well, that's an incredibly meaningful story. And it's awesome that you incorporate that into your business and your way of life and the way you approach all your different, patients. Yes. And you mentioned, you get to know their families. Yes. And I think, as you deal with hospitals and stuff, you get to see the doctors, but they don't get to know you unless something really bad's going on. But even then, how much do they get to know you? And so for you to say, like, this is something I can take a step further and
Hmm.
kind of take a big gamble on says a lot. And so that's just an incredible story.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, I do want to ask you kind of about, you were talking about going through the healthcare and working in healthcare during COVID and still yet taking that leap, right? And things were crazy, just whatever was going on. And so it had to have been extra stressful to open up a new business during
And
any
still
part
working.
of the last 10 years, right?
Yeah.
And so 5 years, 10 years, whatever. I mean, how have you, or how did you go into that? What was your mindset, and what was kind of the final decision point to say, this is it, I'm going?
Um, just how it just didn't feel like we were caring for people. Like families couldn't come up no more, so they were cussing us out. And it,
Mm,
it just was like I didn't feel like I was caring for them, but I didn't. We had to wear all these suits and helmets, and it didn't feel like it made them feel like, ugh, I'm dirty, I'm nasty, and it's like, no, you
yeah.
just really sick, and then it made us feel like, oh my god, it was draining. Every time I walked into that hospital, I was on the COVID floor. And I'm telling
Wow.
you, the ratio to patients, the ratio to care to patients was unfair to the patients and unfair to us.
Mm-hmm.
So stepping back from that and be like, nah, I want people to, I want families to feel secure. I want people to feel secure about the care that they family receiving. And caregiving ultimately helps with hospital stays as well because it prevents a lot of stuff, fall risk, finances. So yeah.
Yeah. That's incredible. It's funny to realize when you think about it, every small business owner has a story about how they took that leap, because it is such a big gamble.
Whew,
And it is backed up with the stats of how tough it is to maintain. It's not just about getting into the game, it's staying in the
it's
game.
staying.
Yeah. So how long have you been open now exactly?
We've been open for 4 years. So
Okay.
4 long years. It's
Yeah,
been
I bet.
driving. It
I
seems
bet.
like forever. Like you was saying, taking that gamble and not knowing about business. Oh my God. I learned so
Yeah.
much about business within these 4 years. Like I learned so much. And that's why when people come to me with advice, my advice is fix your credit, make sure you have that capital.
Mm. No, that's a really good point. And I was going to bring that up. I think a big roadblock for a lot of people, something that's holding them back from taking that dive is, I don't really feel like I know enough about business.
Hmm.
I don't have time to go get an education, get any kind of degree. Like, why would I take this risk and this investment, when the numbers are already just so stacked against me, if I don't feel like I have the business sense to maintain it. And so you're kind of giving that advice of, hey, here's something to do on the personal side. What would you say to those people out there that are holding back and saying like, I don't have the business experience yet to let me feel comfortable enough to go forward?
I first tell them to let God lead because being in business,
Mm.
being a CEO is not for everybody. You got the queen bee and you got the worker bees. And sometimes that worker bee cannot be the queen bee because
Yeah.
it ain't going to last. Your mindset has to be totally different. One,
Mm.
your lifestyle has to change. All going out, all this, all that, that's not going to work out. Two, make sure your credit is fixed
Yeah.
because you need that capital. That's something nobody told me. Three, four, make sure you have that mentor. You don't have to have the education, but you could get that right mentor that could guide you and all the mistakes that she or he made that
Mhm.
you won't make because they
Yeah.
told you, you know? So
Hmm.
yeah.
Those are great, and you're proof. And there's a lot of people like you out there that did go forward with it and
Mhm.
figured it out along the way, but were humble enough
Yes.
to look for help and say, I need a mentor, I need to listen, I need to learn from their mistakes, and take it upon yourself to go about it that route.
Yes.
Um, and that's just an incredible story. So awesome.
Thank you. Yeah,
um,
I always tell people the truth. Like, you want to be in business, you got the truth. Yeah, it's you get a payout, but baby, it's ugly at times. And some you working an 8 hour shift, or you gonna work this 24 hours and it be yours, you know. But eventually, it will pay off.
Yeah.
That's stuck
Well,
in my.
well, let's explore this, this route you took a little bit more. What was some of the harder aspects of the business side that, took you a little while longer to learn or incorporate into your business model? That it just kind of seemed foreign to you or anything like that?
All of it. you know,
Yeah.
all of it with me because I stress finance and capital because I walked into this with nothing. I walked in with the
Mm,
1,500 that I paid the state to get my license. That's what I walked into this with. And I was still working during the pandemic, working 16 hours shifts. Baby, you still have to work. You still have
yeah.
to. I just what you call they just made me quit last year. So
Mm.
I cried. I was there for 9 years. I cried. I'm like, no. But all of it was hard basically. And now that I am state funded, like I accept all the insurances, all of them.
Mhm.
It took me a while to learn how to bill, but I did it. And it takes them a while to pay out. So you got to know that. You have to understand when you coming in here, if you working with any state clients or if you have to understand it's going to take them at least 90 days to pay you out. So you need that
Yeah.
capital. And billing, if you don't know billing and you can't afford billing, you're going to be stressed, baby, because I'm stressed.
I'm
I was
sure.
stressed.
Well, there's a lot of aspects to being a business owner that got to be stressful, and well, especially when you're looking at this is something that's a weak area, and every business owner has a weak area, something they're just not as well rounded in or well focused in or knowledgeable in, and that's okay. But again, to acknowledge that, and I'm sure you have people in place to help you or support you or guide you, mentor you through that, maybe.
I learned, I see now, and a friend told me is that be the mentor that I didn't have.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, so that's why I stress because most people in this industry that I've encountered is more so what I can get out of you versus how I can help you.
Mm,
So I didn't help a lot of people. Some people helped me, but when they done with you, it's they mean. They're mean in this
really
industry. Yes,
interesting.
they are so mean in this industry. In the Chicago land is so saturated with home care.
Mm,
It's just like instead of helping people, we fighting each other for it. Like everybody hungry. Not me. I even help people with billing.
sure.
I help bigger
Mm,
agencies with billing. I help, I have like if you call me right now, like, hey Brittany, how did you get this? Oh girl, you want me to meet you at the office? I'll show you. No problem. And some people they be like, no, or sending you off, or not wanting to ask you a question because they know that this industry, so they going around it, and it's like, why don't you just ask me what you want to ask me so I can get on with my business day?
right.
Because I sit on this phone for hours. I gotta call my clients. No, I'm like, no.
I
Yeah, it
understand.
sucks. So I try to be the mentor that I didn't have. So if somebody do come to me with a question, I'm straight honest with them. I give them all the resources that I didn't receive that I looked for, and
Mm,
and it makes me feel good because it's another form
yeah,
of helping people. I love helping.
exactly. Exactly. And it's something that we bring up on the show a lot here with various amounts of business owners is that idea of networking and building a community of similar type of businesses and business
Mhm.
owners. And it's not to say again that you have to share the ultra secret family recipe or whatever, right? But
Right.
it's okay to be like, hey, I'm having this problem. Have you ever faced this before? And lean on each other that way because it's one of those things like maybe you just get so busy or you're out of the office for a week or whatever's going on and you're like, hey, I can't take on the business right now, but how about you go check out this guy down the street?
Yeah.
I've worked with him a lot, and so building those relationships can really help back and forth, right? And so
Yes.
it's interesting to hear that in your industry you're facing, at least out there, a very competitive kind
Yeah,
of environment where I would think people in a caring industry would want to make sure that everybody's getting the best care that they can possibly get.
that it really sucks, and I want it to be that way. But I know literally a few home care agencies that we help each other. Literally, when I
Huh.
say a few, I could count on my hand probably two or three. The rest of them, they will, pretend so they can get whatever they need out of you, and it don't have to be like that. You would get it out of me because I'm going. I love to
Yeah.
help. I'm gonna
Right.
help you,
I'm going to help you
So
one way or the other. Yeah.
right. So, but since you want to sneak around and snake around, it's like I'd rather not deal with you. I'd rather stay in my
Hmm.
little
Burn
bubble
the
and my little
bridge.
yeah. But people call me like I be in my own world. I'm stay over here. It's peaceful.
It's peaceful. I love it.
Yes. It's
Well,
peaceful.
tell us a little bit more about the specifics of your business. What do you do? What are some of the things that really kind of keep you going? And when you're talking about the caregiving of people, like, are there specific parts of that really stand out to you and keep you going?
Just making people smile. Like, so we do. So what Andre Heavenly Home Care Agency do is that we help people, seniors and particularly and people with disability in the comfort of their own home. We come in, we help them with personal care, that's bathing, showering, oral care, hair care, nail care, um, light housekeeping, meal preparation, medicine reminder, duties. Companionship is one of my favorite ones because
Hmm.
everyone needs that companion and somebody to talk to. You don't know that little
Yeah.
gesture can make somebody whole day. That little gesture. So that's the stuff we do. We go in there, we help them out, we help families out, we prevent caregiver burnout. So you won't resent your grandma and your mama because sometimes you get frustrated with mama. Mama, you
Oh,
asked
I'm
that
sure.
question 5 times now. No, mama got dementia. They be so mad, like, why does she keep asking that? It's not. Relax. Let us take
Exactly.
this off of you. So
Yeah.
that's some of the stuff we do. And what keeps me humble is sometimes in this whole big mess of trying to stay financially structured, trying to stay structured in a business, just trying to stay positive and away from all the negativity, I have to remind myself why I do this. So if a caregiver call off, I'll be like, I'll go. And I go. And just to see that person face and just to help that person and just
Mhm.
to talk to the family, it keeps me like, oh, this why I did this.
Yeah.
This is why I love my job. This is why. So it keeps me humble. It keeps me grounded. It always tears me up because I'm like, okay, God, this is my purpose. I
Yep.
understand. So, yeah.
Yeah, when you see that, I feel you. Well, that's incredible, and it's good to know that there are people like you out there caring for the people that need it. Um, because you look at the world today and you turn on the news and at any time of day and it's bad, and there's just bad stuff
It's so,
everywhere. And so to hear these kind of good stories, it's something that we all need more of. And to hear that no matter what the other people are doing out there, you're holding true to yourself.
yes.
And hey, I'm here to help and I will help. And if you burn me, you burn me. I mean, that's okay. That's setting boundaries, but I'm here to help. And that's fantastic.
Yeah. That's my passion. And I feel like I'm doing it in so many ways. I'm helping people get jobs and I'm helping families. So,
Yeah. Exactly. Well, let's talk about another way you're helping. I asked you before the show, and it's another thing we bring up here a lot is community outreach and community involvement, because that's something that a lot of business owners really strive to do and help out. So, what are some of the things that you were telling me about that you guys do?
yes, yes. So we partner with the Angel of God Resource Center in Lawrence Hall. So what they do is ages 18 to 24, they provide them a summer job, making $17 an hour and 20 hours a week. So they send us kids or we bring them kids and then they come to work for us. So what make us different this year, and I pride myself because I wanted to be different this year and not just have them, because all I do is have them like data entry and pass out flyers with me, go to an event. I said, no, this year they're gonna remember it, and I want to pick my kids' head. And it's not just for my kids that work for me. I also invite other kids in the neighborhood. So
Mhm.
last week, I am a CPR instructor, so I wanted to get them a free CPR training. So we met up at the office. It was a good time. I provided snacks. They just had fun. They was cracking up because it's like they playing with real dolls, not real dolls, but they playing with the dolls. I made them
Yeah.
like, yeah, I made them start from the beginning, like go out there, act as if you see somebody on the ground and you want to help them. It was like they was laughing, but they took it so serious because when it came to the test time, all of them passed flying colors, all of them.
Wow.
And then this week, yesterday, we hosted a financial literacy class free. We allowed other kids from the community to come. We provided snacks, and they had got knowledge on credit, knowledge on banks, knowledge on real estate. And I love how they were engaged yesterday. And next week, we are doing a vision board party. Like, I want to pick your brain. I don't want you to wait till you're 37 like me and decide what you want to do. You need to know now. So when you're 37 like me, you could be out vacationing, living
Yeah.
your life. So that's something I pride myself on. And then I'm trying to get them in a nursing home to bridge that gap between our seniors and our teens. Because
Yeah.
our teens act like they don't want to hear the seniors, but baby, let me tell you, them are some wise people. You get to
Hmm.
know a lot. And then our seniors is scared of them teens because they
Yeah.
look rough. But
They
if you,
do. Yeah.
they look scary.
Well, and there's the language barriers too. Something about
Yes,
skibbities, something I don't even know, and I'm only 36. I'm like, I don't even know what you're saying. I can't imagine what the
man.
80, 90-year olds are feeling over there. Like, what land did I wake up in today?
I sure be asking my daughter like, what that mean?
Yeah, you want to fill me in?
What, tell me
Going through
what.
the dictionary.
What is that? Why do they use acronym? Why they just can't say the full word? Like,
Right.
so yeah, we
Speak normal.
please. And I wanted to take them to the thrift store to teach them how to dress professionally. Because
Oh,
if
that's
one of
great.
them, man, they walked into my office with hoodie on yesterday. I said, "This is not." I said, "Professional," but I'm clean. I don't care
Mm,
how clean you are. I said, "Professional."
yeah.
So one day next week, I think before the workshop, I'm gonna take them to the thrift store and just teach them. I just want to teach our young kids because they don't
Yeah.
listen.
Right.
So
Well,
that
and I think, just in today's world, how many people are willing to take that step and take the time
mhm.
to help kids like that and give them those life lessons, because they're not getting in schools. Um, I'm not trying to knock anybody, but just, into the way it is, a lot of parents just don't have the time or resources or ability to do those things. And so these kids just, they're left to their own devices, and it's not really their fault. So a kid that doesn't know how to dress professionally, you can sit here and say, like, are you serious? Like, and mock them and everything, or you can be like, enough. Like, let me help you. Like, I got you. And it's a lesson that once they learn that, that's something that sticks with them. That's not that they're never going to have to worry about that again.
Yep. It's just the little things. Like my boyfriend be like, "Do you have to dress up every time?" Yes, because my first impression is my best impression. When I
Yeah.
walk out of here, they gonna know that girl in that purple suit. They
Yep.
gonna know it.
It's your signature look. I love it.
They gonna know. My mama always taught me that they gonna know it. But like you were saying, so it's the parents, it's the school, And I don't want to fail our community for the 50th time. Let's work together. Let's get this. Because if they have something to do, they won't be out here looking for something to do.
Yeah.
So, and our seniors
Well
won't be
said.
scared no more.
Yeah. Well said. Oh, you got a lot of stuff going on, and I like how you're kind of incorporating all of it together, and it's all centered around your passion.
Yes.
And it's one thing. It's a message for all the business owners out there. You don't have to come up with the most brilliant way of giving back to your community. Just doing something, teach kids in the community something, or volunteer at some nonprofit nearby. Those little things, like you're saying, Brittany, just go so far. They really do.
It does. It does. And I take my kids with me everywhere. My friend have a not for profit called Believe to Receive. We went out there with her and we donated, and we also service the homeless. And my 6 year old, that he was so happy. He was getting sad because people weren't taking plates from him. I'm like, you can't get mad. We did a toy drive last year. I just,
Well,
I want my kids to see how fortunate they are, and don't ever tease nobody because you don't know what they've been through. You don't.
yep.
I had one boy put on his list, all he wanted was a good Christmas. I cried. I cried
No.
because I don't know what a good Christmas to him is.
Mm-hmm.
And like, oh my God, I'm such a crybaby. But
You're gonna get me going. Be careful. Be careful. First time I cried on the podcast. I don't want to
Look,
break
I'm
that
sitting
record.
here crying.
I
No, but I just want my kids to see how
Yeah.
God have blessed us. We don't have a lot, and like he was saying, it giving back to the community is nothing. Because I'm a CPR instructor. That's free to give back. That was
Mm-hmm.
free. Financial literacy. My girl, one of my close friends, is a real estate, and this is what she wanted to do. Free, just simple knowledge. It's free.
Wow.
It's free. Just give it.
It seems so simple, right? But that's the thing. It is. It is. You
Yeah.
know. Well, Brittany, I do want to give you some time here at the end before I go into my spiel about everything. About just to again let everybody know about how they can find you, how they can contact you, anything else that you want them to know about you and your company. But it's been great having you on.
Thank you. Thank you. So you can contact me at 708-960-4529. Like I said, we are in Illinois. So we service Will DuPage, Cook, and Kankakee County in Illinois and Lake County in Indiana. We accept all the major insurance in Illinois. When I say all, I mean all. Department on Aging, Department on Disability, Department on Rehabilitation, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Meridian, Molina, all of them. In Indiana, we're strictly focused on private pay. We are working on Medicaid. So hopefully by next month, we'll be fully in the door with them and ready to hit the flow and roll. So yeah,
Love it.
yep. You could contact me on a website. Yeah, real simple to get to me. 9 times out of 10, when I see a message, I'm calling immediately. So
Perfect. It's the way to do it. It's the way to
yeah.
do it. Well, again, Brittany, seriously, great story. Great stuff you have going on. Keep it up. Looking forward to seeing how your business continues to evolve and grow and find success down the road. So it's been great having you on.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, it's my pleasure. My pleasure. So, well, everybody, here we are at the end of another episode of Behind the Small Business. And I'm going to remind you that we are brought to you by Centennial State Insurance Agency. So if you are looking for a quote of any kind, personal or commercial, please reach out to us and we'd be more than happy to get you help set up. And this is also an open invitation to all business owners out there. Brittany, business owners just like Brittany, you all have a story that is your own and deserves to be told. So reach out to us. Let us know that you're interested. Be more than happy to send you the information and get a time set up with you to have you on your very own podcast episode down the road. So open invitation. Thank you guys again for tuning in for another episode. But it's always a blast, and we will see you next time on another episode of Behind the Small Business. Take care.
Bye.